Good morning, everybody. Oh, welcome, and happy Monday. I hope everyone had a fabulous weekend. It was beautiful here, absolutely beautiful. We spent a bit of time outside, went on multiple walks, and so got some sunshine. Um, I hope everyone had a great weekend, though. I am here in Fallout this morning, just for a little bit of Monday motivation. Motivation. Monday motivation. What do people think when you say Monday motivation? For me, it's just keep going. You're doing great. Everyone struggles. Um, don't compare yourself to others because everyone thinks that we're on the same race. When they put us in school, they put us with other people who are the same age as us, right? And they don't realize that when we're in school and they're putting all of this pressure on to us as kids, teenagers, young adults, that they're implying that we're all like on this racetrack and the gun's fired and they say go, and they make us think that we're all on the same track for the same destination and we're supposed to get there at the same time. But that's not the case. Everyone has a different path. Everyone's life is going to be different. And everyone has their own timeline that they're going to achieve things at. Some of us, we don't go with the flow, so to speak. We don't follow society norms, standards. We got to do our own thing. And then we look back and say, oh my gosh, I'm nowhere near where they're at. Because in our eyes, those people could be doing so much better. But that's only like one viewpoint based on what they're like, the little bit that they're allowing us to see into their life. We don't get the big picture. We don't get to see everything. And when we look at social media and we're comparing ourselves to the people that we used to know back then, and 20 years has passed and we're like, they seem to be doing so well, they seem to be so happy, they get to go all the these vacations and stuff. We don't know the true story. We don't know exactly what their paths entailed. We don't know what they've gone through. And we don't know exactly if what they're showing us is the truth. So we have to take things like that, just not as the, like, if you see someone who appears to be successful, don't be envious of them. Don't wish that you were, in their spot, because we don't know the truth. We don't know what exactly, unless you know that person at their rawest form, which even our closest friends, we're not 100% allowed in. There's only usually one person that we're able to see that, because we're human, and even then, that and I'm not speaking of our Father. I'm talking about human flesh and blood, like we could interact with like human type. And Heavenly Father, of course, is perfect. He's perfection, and we could always count on Him. There's nothing that we have to really think about, because we know if it aligns with God's, like if you read the Bible and you see, who God truly is, you'll understand that when you're looking in your life and stuff, and the same thing with your thoughts, if it's something that's not going to align with God, then you know darn well that that's not God, and you know darn well that that's not a good option. So it's the same thing when we're looking at people. We can't really say that, oh, they're doing better than we are. because there's a stark contrast between people and God. People are imperfect, and we have this whole thing about impressing other people. And yes, not all of us do, but I'm not talking about all of us, like the awoken. I'm speaking of those that are still trapped, and um, we have to like really consider, like, are they truly, you know, um, are they truly like happy? Are they truly having the life that they want? And at what cost are they able to get what they want for the worldly possessions? Because that's exactly what it is. The worldly possessions, you can't take that when you go. And a lot of people put that above anything else, which, in all honesty, is not the right way to go. The one thing that we should be doing is feeding and growing our wealth spiritually, because that's what's going to matter. Our earthly bodies don't go anywhere. From dust we were made, from dust we shall return. So our bodies aren't going anywhere, and the things of this world aren't going to go anywhere. They say here, sure, we can build wealth for our family, but that shouldn't be the thing that we focus on. That should be the thing that comes after. That should be the thing that just follows naturally. Because, when you get closer with God, I think that's something that, let's just say that he's going to take care of you and all your needs. So everything that you need is going to be handled by him. You have to put that faith into him, though. You have to give up control of everything. You have to give up control. Otherwise, it's not going to work, because you're going to be the one being like, oh, I could do this. I need this, so I'm going to do it. You're not letting him. You're not letting him drive. You're not letting him guide you, because this is things that you can't see. Basically, things you can't see, and you're trying. You're trying, but it's not going to work that way. So, get back to what I was talking about, like the Monday motivational, and what that means is simply is that you're good. You're good. You're not. If you feel like you're behind, how do you know you're behind? That's the one question that you have to ask yourself. How do you know that you're behind? You can't judge it based on everybody else, because again, we're not all on the same path. We're not all running the same race. And some of us, it's going to take longer, because we have to go through a lot more, because we have things in our life that are going to happen that's going to build us up. And the only way that we're going to be able to achieve, the life that God wants for us, is we have to go through these trials and tribulations. So don't always go based on what someone else is doing to measure like how good you're doing in life, because that's apples to oranges. You cannot base the flavor of an orange by taking a bite out of an apple. Everyone's path is different. So just because a person from school, or a person that you used to work with that they've made life hard for you at one point, and you're like looking at their Facebook posts or Instagram posts, and you're seeing that they're going on these lavish vacations, and they're doing things that you've wanted to do, but you'll have to ask yourself, like, at what cost did it take them to get to where they're at right now? Like, what did it cost them? And you also have to ask, okay, what are they truly happy? Because we only see the snippets that people put on Instagram. There are instances where there are people who have really miserable, sad lives, and the only way that they get that satisfaction, that gratification, is by showing people the opposite. And they'll pretend to be, happy. They'll pretend to be rich. They'll pretend. They'll make an illusion because it makes them feel better about themselves. So instead of working on their life and making their life better in their reality, they'd rather jump out of reality and make it appear to be the same. And that's the thing that gets a lot of people caught up. It's the same thing with young girls and Instagram models. They don't understand that the Instagram models maybe not look like that in real life. And there's been many cases where that's been true. That people have edited their photos and made themselves appear thinner, skin clearer, flawless. And that's not us. Humans are not flawless. And that just it gives a bad image on these girls because they think that they're not good enough because they don't look like that. Not understanding that that model doesn't even look like that. This is something that is in their false reality. It is in their make-believe wonderland that they do this. Now, I'm not saying everybody with filters. I use filters. I don't care. But I'm not putting myself out there as being an Instagram model. I'm not putting myself out there as being this person who goes out and parties. And I'm not making a false image of myself for clout, for people to follow me. I'm not doing that whatsoever. And I usually will, I don't know. I don't really wear makeup and stuff, so I go out as I am. I like the filters because, I don't know, some of them are really cute, and I don't wear makeup, and it's like, okay, this is what I would probably look at with makeup. So I'm not saying it's bad to use filters. I'm just saying that the women who are on Instagram as Instagram models, we can't always just base on what we think we should look like based on someone else's pages online, because it's not real. It's not real life. And another thing that always surprised me is that I do take pictures without filters. It's just I don't really take a lot of pictures. I don't do that much anymore. And I used to get comments like, "Oh my gosh, you're prettier than in your picture," which is always of course it boosts me up a little bit, but it confused me because what I see in the mirror, I'm like, I like my the edited pictures better with the filter, but I get the opposite with when it's someone I'm meeting someone in real life. I was always like, oh, okay. But anyway, off topic there and off guard. It's just that's what this Monday motivational is. It's just like a, hey, come game with me and let's just build each other up and be motivated for this week to come, and know that we're gonna get out there. We're gonna kick butt. We're gonna do the best that we can. We're going to be kind to each other. We're going to rock out this week and be loving, be kind, and make it an amazing week. Alright, so I'm gonna put this here. Oh, sorry. Alright, so this is my news camp. I will exit the build menu and show you where we're at. We are all the way up here by Vault 51. This little location, I actually visited someone's camp that was down that way. And I came up here and I saw this cliff. And I was like, what can I do with this cliff? I like the view. So I went ahead, dropped my module down, and I came up with this idea. I kind of jumped around a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Trying to understand what I wanted to do. At first, I was going to build a off the cliff build. So I was going to build the house and then have multiple layers going down. So we'd have upstairs and then it'd be down, down, down. However, I decided to be like, oh, what if I did like a lookout? What if this was like an old lookout building, that like a community type thing that people can come and hike to, and you would be able to have a picnic and be able to just view the viewpoint, because look at this view. You could see all the way over there. So that's what I thought this would be a great one. And of course, it's going to have an off the cliff stairway system for people to get down faster. So I did this stairway system, and it looks pretty good. I thought that it did look good. I'll show you. Let's do this. Excuse me. Oof. I'm yawning. Alright, so I'll go into the build menu, and then I'll show you what this looks like. Oops. There we go. I was like, I gotta do the camera. Alright, so this is what it looks like off. Yes, I've got this stuff here. I can't remove these. I did this just to see what it looked like, because I was gonna like, do I want these or do I want the actual tiles? And I put these down, and I was like, no, I don't really like how they looked. And then I tried to take them away, and it just will not. So, I'm stuck with them because I don't want to have to rebuild all of this. I like how the glass looks. I like how this whole area is looking. So this right here is the viewpoint, and this right here is just like the stairway. So you can hike up this. And then, of course, if you're already hiking the mountains and up here, you can hike there. So this is what I did. And this is going to be a viewpoint that the person, aka my person, my tune, kind of wandered into, and then they started to like repurpose the area. So they repurposed this as a home. So it's going to be, I have these pillars here because I'm going to do a lot of decorating. So you'll see around. These walls will be changed as soon as I get it to be as I need it to be. And then so this is going to be the story is that the person came up here after they came out of the vault, and they found this viewpoint, and they like fell in love with the area because it's a good vantage point. You can't have anybody really come through the back. So what they're going to do is they're going to build a secure, like, what am I saying? So basically they're going to put like a barrier of some sort. I haven't figured this out yet, but it will come to me as soon as it comes to me. But this right here is going to be a door right here, and then it's going to have a door on it that you can lock, and so that way that if anybody does come up here, that they'll have the protection. So I keep getting sidetracked. All right, so story is person comes out of the vaults looking for a place to settle down, comes upon this lookout here, and decides to make this into their home because it's easy to fortify. So what they're doing is they're going to they turned this into, because this was like a little flower garden, they turned this into produce, so a small garden for produce. And then they've got their workshop because of the roof here was all destroyed, and they were only able to salvage this. So they turned this into going to be a workshop, so that way they could take care of everything. They put their kitchen outside because of the wood stove, and then inside here is going to be where they're going to sleep, and have their little shop to sell their wares, in order to maintain the ability to survive Appalachia, so for caps. So they wander the wasteland, collect things, and sell them in their shop that people might need, which enables them to continuously upgrade and maintain their homestead. Now most of their homestead is down below, and not so much up top. So that way, I could probably edit this any which way, honestly. I am thinking about this going away if I can, and then just having that be like they'd have like a drop down ladder that they removed it. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet, but that's kind of like the gist of it. I thought it turned out pretty well. I was pretty happy with it. So this is the camp I'm working on. The decoration, I'm still not sure what to do. So the floor layout is going to be pretty empty right now. So I'm going to put my other camp active until this one gets worked on. I'm going to activate this one up here. All right. So I did not do my dailies yesterday. I was just not really in the mood to really get much. Cook pie candy. I don't know if I've got a birthday cake. I think I might. Let's take a look. I went and gathered this stuff, but I can't remember if I put it at this camp or not. I went ahead and yesterday I was looking at Bible apps and I couldn't confirm if the app that I was using originally was King James, like the old King James before it got altered by the Catholic Church.
Today, friend. So sorry.
I have one birthday cake slice. Popcorn also works, so we'll do popcorn. Popcorn counts as candy. Just eat them all. There we go. I don't know if anyone's been up to date on the Fallout, but they've been having an uproar of these piggy banks because I don't know what they were thinking, but it does not look like a piggy tail. I mean, it does up close, but yeah, that was not a very good choice of design on that part. The only thing with these displays is I miss stuff. It's like it's there, but then it's not there. Like I don't understand. Like it's there. See the bottom of the Nuka-Cola? It's there, but yeah, it's not there. I am tired today. It was a pretty busy weekend. Alright, let's see what we have left to do. Let's see. I have the event that's going on here. I did this because it was like really easy to do. And then I was working on this, but I wasn't really too concerned about the tickets because I've already collected the rewards. But I'm like 427 out of 500. If I get that done by Tuesday when this restarts, I'm okay with that. But if not, then it's no big deal. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. I have to kill more rats, antiseptic, consume. I can consume a vintage drink right now because you get them from. There we go. You get them from when you do Moonshine Jamboree. Alright, let's go get some enemies. Antiseptic springs, consume any chem. That's an easy one I can do right now. Because I could just take Psycho and Mentex. Mole Miner, Mole Rat. Alright. Mole Rats, Mole Miners, all in the same location. We'll go down here to. Oh. Well, maybe not. We'll see. We'll see if they've destroyed the mole rats or not. I'll have to keep my stream an hour or less. I'll try not to go over like I usually do. I know sometimes I get caught up talking about things, and that's probably like one of the reasons why I don't have many well, I don't have any. I've got 5 like people who subscribe to my channel. Very few people, and nobody really watches my streams, so most of the time I'm just talking to myself. Yeah, I think someone already came through, which is unfortunate. There's another place we can go for mole rats. If there's nobody, yeah, because camp is here. I didn't even know you could build right here, honestly. There's like mole rats usually right here, but I don't think that they're gonna be here. Yeah, no mole rats. Oh, here we go. We have a mole rat.
Protect and serve.
It's an enclave build. I don't have gat lasers. Oh, well. Alright. Nothing. Alright, so I think all the mole miners are gone, too. That is quite okay. Let's see, what we'll do is go up to, here first. I am just tired. I'm hoping that today is going to be another nice day, but we're supposed to get really bad thunderstorms later today. I hope it was later today anyway. We're supposed to have some really severe weather go through. They were like, let's see. It's supposed to be almost 80 degrees, but it's gonna be like windy. It's gonna be extremely windy, and oh, okay, they're gone too. The one thing that bugs me about this game is that when you try to do your dailies, you have to worry about other people. I have Cap Collector on, and it does not work. I think some of these just don't work. It works with super mutants. Let's see if the bobblehead is here. And it is not here. Okay. I'm going inside here to get the mole miners. And then we'll go up north. There's a place you can go for mole rats. You can also go down to Kerwood Mine. Kerwood Mine, mole rats, and mole miners. So that'll be the next place we go. I just kind of want to stay in this area first, since I'm over here. Now this is an interior, but it is not a what do you call it? A closed interior, so. I don't have good with salt on. It's like the easiest way to go. Oh. There you go. Alright, so there are all the mole miners. We're not gonna get any more mole rats because that's all that's there. So we'll just jump here. Go back this way to exit. And then we'll go get the rest of the the mole rats. Because I think all I need is, yeah, one more. Easy to do. And you can go up to here to, the Green County Lodge. There's like 3 that spawns here. And then once you get there, there's also mole rats up here as well. And then Kerwood Mine is over here, right here. So you can get mole rats and mole miners there. There's another location. I just do not remember where it's at for mole rats. So let's go get the last mole rat, and then we'll do the rest of the dailies. Oh yeah. As I was saying, sorry. I'm having some throat issues. I usually do when the weather is like really crazy when it changes and stuff. Um, Usually I get like stuffy and stuff when the biometric pressure goes crazy. And it's the same thing, it makes me congested, which is I usually have throat issues at that point. So I got a new Bible app because I was concerned with a revelation that I got, and it finally hit me. So I wanted to read the Bible again and make sure. So I tried on the app that I have originally. Does not have what type of version it is, and I wanted the original King James. All right, so it's not here. They're not loading, which is crazy. So I'll take you up to the other spot and make our way up here. So it didn't say if it was a King James or not. And I didn't want like the new King James. I wanted the King James. No edits from the Catholic Church whatsoever. So I was looking, and for the life of me, I could not figure out how to change it. And then I remember the app I used prior, it did have King James. So I was like, okay, I'll just reinstall that one. And then I couldn't remember the name of it. And then I did remember it, and I couldn't find it. So I went ahead and looked up an app for the King James. It's the same thing I got. It's the same type of app for the Book of Enoch. So it's what I'm used to. And you also get to have it read to you too, and it has a pretty pleasant voice. The AI voice is pretty okay. It's weird because it doesn't sound AI. I think it is actually someone who is recording, because I honestly I heard like in the background like noises. It wasn't done here because I had my earbuds in. They're noise canceling, so I can't really hear anything outside unless it's close to me, and I'm in my room. So there's no way that there's dishes clanking, and it sounded like someone was doing something in the background, and it wasn't my hubby because my husband was like right next to me, and I knew what he was doing. So Deathclaw Island. Fun fact about here is that there used to be 2 Deathclaws on this island. One that spawned over in that area, and then the other one that spawned in this area. It was a breeding pair, from what I understood. And this was back in the day, like beginning when they first came out. We would constantly come to this island and farm the Deathclaw. But they have removed the other Deathclaw, and they only have the one. So it's just a solitary Deathclaw that's stuck on this island. But anyway, I could hear noises. It was really bizarre. That's all I can say is bizarre. But yesterday was really interesting. Anyway, for me, because I was getting a lot of information, and it was a little overwhelming. But I got through Genesis, and it was productive. Right now, I am on Exodus chapter 14, and I'm going it's almost off of chapter 14. I'm going into chapter 15. So I was like just listening, just like an audiobook. It's really nice because when you're reading along with it, and you have someone telling you the story, it's like you're listening to like a story play out, and you could just have it pictured in your head. That's what I like about having it read to me, is because I could have the story just like in my head, and I could just watch it like a movie. Having that ability.
Scorched so the ferals don't get you. Rads will.
Alright, so But it's really nice. I was able to get that, and um, it is different than the what I was originally like the not what I originally have, but the version I've got before this most recent one. So I was I was happy. I was like, okay, this is exactly what I want. And then I did. I noticed there's changes. I noticed that there's um, some taken out versus the other one that I was listening to. This one has more. And it's like, oh, that part wasn't in the other one. It was removed. Um, so yeah, I was unaware. I'm still learning. I'm still learning truths. I'm still getting revelations, and it's been a roller coaster for sure. Mostly because it's like a roller coaster of your emotions. Because it's like, oh, we have some robots here. That was strange. I think all of them blew up. So the area that I'm at right now, I'll get closer to it so we can discover it. Do have the this is here, I believe is where I'll get it. These are finicky, where you can discover lots of radiation in here though, so there we go. Alright, so Black Mountain Ordnance Works. This place here was like, I don't know why they're blowing up. This part right here was always somewhere that we gathered around when Fallout um, came out, because they have these mounds. That one's not blowing up. Weird. So you have these mounds that are around here. And each of these mounds, there's one over here, there's one right over here. So we'll go to this one first, because there's some that you can glitch into, others you cannot. So you have these mounds. This one is around here somewhere. I think this is one. Yeah, it should be over here. This one's open. Okay. So you have these mounds. You have this one here. You get usually plans. There's no plans. I think someone yeah, someone came through and excuse me. My throat again. Someone came through and looted this already for the plan. I think in this one here is the one of the nuclear plant, the power armor plants. Secret group. It's usually on the, I think either the desk, or it's right here or right here somewhere. But you get the power armor pants in this one. And we used to farm these back in the day. It was fun. I enjoyed it. So there's that mound here. And you cannot close the door. There we go. So this is Dome 7. You get the keys. So someone came through just recently, because otherwise it would be unlocked. Or it would be locked. And then you have, I think this one here is one too.
I can feel it.
Blood eagles. Dome 4. If they say inaccessible, that means you cannot get in there. Some people do glitch in there. They're empty currently, so nothing really. But you go in these mounds. There's a couple that are active. You need either a key card or a key. These are all, like this one here requires a key. Usually what you could do, if it requires a key, you can get in there. Oh. So. It's not letting me now. Oh, I wonder if they fixed this. I think they fixed this glitch. Oh, this is so interesting. Usually what you could do is, when you're in camera mode, you should be able to go all the way to the bottom of the floor. And look at this. It's not letting me. Oops, any camera speed. Oh. I can't even go up. Oh, this is so interesting. I wonder if they fixed that. Oh, here we go. So what you do is you go... This is the weird thing. Is this not letting me? Oh, here we go. Alright, so what you do is you would kneel down, go into camera mode, and then go all the way down to the bottom. So you take your... The camera speed usually supposed to be up here. So you take your camera, and you'd hold down the left joystick. You want to hold it, like push down to run. And then you're supposed to run. There we go. And you get inside. This here is for the Nuka-Cola Power Armor paint. D51B. You can get the cappy. There's supposed to be like another version over here. Yeah, right there. Get some outfits for Nuka-Cola. Sometimes you can get some Nuka Quantum in here. It really depends. Mine are just empty bottles. So, I only got one Nuka-Cola, but this is what's in here. So, and you'd have to glitch back outside, but that's what this is for. And you can get these keys as well. You'll have to look up how to get the keys though, because I haven't ever done it. Because every time I go to the location where the key is, it's always empty. So, I've never been able to find it successfully. But that's what these domes are. These mounds are just storage areas for this. You have one for the alien invasion. Then you have the one for Nuka-Cola, Nuka Quantum. So, quite interesting in this area. But they used to be a hot topic, and we'd always like hang around that area. So let's go ahead and we'll go up to, where is it at? We're going to go to this camp here, and we're going to go up to the Moonshiner Shack. Actually, why don't we go to Vault-76 and work our way down, because it'd be quicker to go downhill than it is to go uphill. And we'll see if we can get some of those ticks. If we can get ticks here, then there's like 2 ticks I know of. There's a location that has a bunch of ticks. It's where you get the sun. It's a bear that you do. I can't remember the name of the Yogwai, but you have to go after the bear's son because he's out there murdering people. I'll take some rounds. Alright, so moonshiner shot. Just gonna run down here. Make sure we take some canned coffee because
What's that noise? Oh, are you hiding? That hurt. Okay. Shit. I'm okay.
I think that's it.
Nothing lifts your spirits like a homemade meal. Clean up this, fix that. Never seems to end. Sonny makes a good hoagie.
Who's limping?
Yep. Gotta prepare for even more settlers moving in.
Alright, so antiseptic, springs.
Ugh. It's hard work making a living out
And that
here.
should be it for antiseptic. And that's all. We got all of our dailies done.
Building this place up is hard.
This repeatable one is really a pain in the butt because I've been like trying to do that, and if I do an event, it doesn't seem to register. And it says public events, so the public events would be things like spin the wheel. It would be things that have the big gold badge that you get the treasury notes from and stuff. So, and modules. I've done things like Beast of Burden, Safe and Sound, the Sheep Squatch one, and just I don't ever get those to move. So I'm not entirely sure what goes on with that, but we got our dailies done, so that's great. 450 plans, worth the travel. I don't have a whole lot of caps, but it'll be worth seeing what they've got before I hop off. The music's supposed to be relaxing, but I'm so tired that it's starting to put me to sleep. So funny. Alright. Let's see what this camp's got. Just waiting for this to load. Oh, the dinosaurs. The Red Terror. Haven't gotten that yet. If that was like 3 to strength, I would definitely, and it's the same thing with replenish action points. You don't really use action points when you're using a melee weapon. So, the only thing I would want it for is the vampires. I'd have to change those too. So, I don't know if it's worth the 2,800 for me to get. Let's check their plans. There's only 3 that I don't know. Alright, nothing really. Suitcases. I'm not quite understanding. Like, I understand this, but I don't understand the rest of the camp. Like, the mart, I understand. But that's about it. I kind of wish I had these, but I didn't buy the super duper mart thing, so.
Ready to make list. Ready to check twice.
That's okay. Get rid of some of the stuff that I had. The minigun, I didn't want it all because there's nothing that, there's nothing I want to get from it. Oh, excuse me, I'm just like sleepy. I am sleepy.
At your service, ma'am.
Don't really think I've got anything that I could probably get rid of these because it's gonna expire.
At your service, ma'am.
S'mores. Doesn't look too bad, honestly. Oh boy, oh boy.
Serve and protect.
I cannot stop yawning. Alright, that's all for now. Alright, I think that we're good for now. We got all the dailies done from yesterday. And then it took an hour. Got some talking done for the Monday motivational. I think that's pretty much it. Since it is almost time for me to leave anyway. I guess I'll go ahead and end the stream while looking at these dinosaurs and this a beautiful camp. It's so tall, but I don't think there's stairs to get up to the second part of it, so that's like empty. All this space is just emptiness. Wouldn't it be interesting if it had like a second story? Like all this is just empty. It's just weird for that. Should have had like a loft area for how these mom and pop shops are downtown, where you have the apartment up top and then their their shop down below. But yeah, let's go ahead and this will be the view. There we go. As I finish this up. So, that's what the Monday motivational is, though. Monday motivational is just a Let's just say you're doing great. It's nothing that you can't handle. You got this, and everything's gonna be okay. You know, lean into God and trust that His plan for you is great. And yes, the things might be hard, but um, He doesn't take you from the hardships. He helps you through it. That's the one thing I remember. It doesn't say that He's going to take you. He's not going to let you experience it. It says that He's going to get you through it. So that's one thing that keeps me going. It's just knowing that He doesn't take people from the battles. He gets them through those battles, and that is something I lean on, His strength. Because I know that I'm not going to fall. And if it seems like I'm going to fall, I know I've got a hand there who's going to pick me back up, put me on solid ground, and say, let's go. Let's keep going. So yeah, things might be hard. I know for a lot of us, it is extremely difficult. There's the cost of living is skyrocketed, and people are hurting. You know, I see Facebook all the time. There's people who are struggling to feed their families. They're struggling to pay their bills. They're struggling to keep a roof over their head. They're struggling. And it's just the one thing that we have is each other. And we have God. And we know that God's not going to forsake us. God's not going to let us fall if we lean into His strength. But we have to seek it. He's not going to push Himself onto us. He's not going to, He respects our decision. It's our free will. So, seek and you shall find. Ask and, that's the thing. You have to seek Him. You have to ask. You have to want it, because He respects your decision, and your choices. If you decide, no, I don't want this, and I don't want that relationship with God, He's going to respect that. Does He like it? No, He doesn't. It hurts Him. It hurts when He doesn't have His creation close to Him, and it hurts Him when His creation says no. But He respects. There's so much He loves us. He respects that decision, and He knows that that's what you want to do, and He's not going to force it on you. He's not going to punish you for it, but He's not going to impose, and when you do have hardships, and you choose not to go and lean into His strength, of course it's going to feel like punishment, because you're doing it all on your own, and you're letting the enemy, beat you down. And a lot of people think that that's God punishing, but that's not. That's just the consequence to your decisions, to your choices. It's not Him punishing you or anything. So that's the Monday Motivational. It's just some information, some tidbits, some talk saying that, if you don't think that you got this, just know that you do. And everything will be okay. So yeah, anyway, enough rambling from me. Today is a weird one. It's been awkward since yesterday, so I feel awkward for some reason. I feel tongue-tied and my mind's just all over the place. I got bombarded with information, bombarded with knowledge that I don't know what to do with just yet, so it's like it's in there churning, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do. But you guys, I do hope that you have a great day. I know that nobody's watching this yet, but if you do stumble upon this and you get through the full hour, I appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day, a fantastic week ahead. I'll be here at 6 o'clock Wednesday morning for another stream, and we will be doing Fallout. The Big Bloom comes out tomorrow. That's the new event down Fallout. I'm excited because there's a lot of plans that I want. So you will see me play a little bit more on Fallout now with that, because I do want those plans. I think they're going to help with the builds that I got planned for the future. So, Big Bloom tomorrow with a new update that's coming out. Or we're not with a new update, but with the new turnover, because it's Tuesday. I think it's going to be fun. I hope it's going to be fun. I miss having new events. So, anyhow, you guys have a great day, great week, and come in and meet me here back at Wednesday morning, 6 a.m., bright and early, up with the sun to play a little bit, talk about our Heavenly Father and how much we love Him and the things that He's done in our life, and let's build each other up, get each other through these difficult times, and just enjoy a little gaming. Thanks again, and I'll catch you next time.